¿Necesitas practicar más?
No. Es porque sí entiendo, pero mi acento es muy malo.
No te preocupes, cuando nosotros aprendemos inglés también. ¿Te sientes más cómoda hablando inglés?
Sí.
Ah, ok. No te preocupes. I can speak English too.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, my mom gets so mad because she was born in Juarez. Or she's from Juarez, and she's like, no, like, you need to learn.
really?
Yes, and I was like, oh.
Well, you know why she said that?
Because I need to learn my culture.
Well, beside that, you know why?
No.
I mean, if you are bilingual, you get more chances, more opportunities.
True.
So it's good for you. And I start to go around in Mexico, all the states. I know most of the states.
Did you live there or were you traveling? Like,
Well, I just traveling.
really?
Traveling. I get my backpack, and in the school they go to do practice because they study geology. So every 4-6 months they go to do the practice. And then when I came to California, I went to California. I grabbed my backpack. This is true. I grabbed my backpack, and I decided to go to LA, to California, because my cousins live there, and they went to Christmas to visit us, and they told me, you know, like all the family, oh, anytime you wish to go over there, you're welcome, man, because they thought you're never gonna do it. They said, yeah, you go over there and you're welcome to our home, no problem. I said, really? Okay, give me your address and your telephone number. They put it in a piece of paper. Okay, I am from Mexico City. So I grabbed my backpack and I said, I go to California. So I didn't know how to get over there. I didn't know nothing. So I grabbed my backpack. I went to the bus station. I took a ticket to Tijuana. 2 days. I never gonna do it again. I mean, never again. I was like 2 days in the trip. And the guy who was beside me, he never speak. I was like, oh my God. I mean, like,
You were bored out of it.
yeah, I was like, oh God, kill me. But I was like, okay. So I get to Tijuana, and I grab my backpack, all my luggage, just with wheels. And I hear one guy start screaming, hey, who gonna cross the border? And I hear it and I said, me.
Why would you tell me?
Yeah, me. And I said, okay, go. And they took us in a van. I remember the van. I mean, they took us like 8 people. Just boom, 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 boom. But everybody get a backpack. I was the only one with a big luggage. Yeah, so I checked it out, and they took us to the old hotel. An old hotel. They said, okay, take your stops and go inside. And the hotel room was like 20 guys. 20 guys. And I was giving my luggage with the wheels. And they said, okay, yes. They look at me like, what is wrong with this guy?
Like, why does he have
like,
this
what
luggage?
he do? Why he got a luggage? And I said, why we're here? I thought you said this, go to crossing the border. And he said, yeah, we're going to do it. There were cholitos. You know, like...
yes, they were going to, like, walk you through.
Yeah, they you see the movie Blood by Blood?
Yes.
Just like them. And like, hey, yes, what's happening? We're gonna go there, and then speaking in Spanish, like, yeah, we're gonna cross the border in the night. And I was like, why in the night? It was like at 1 p.m. I was like, why in the night? And he sold me the bag and he said, hey, vato, you gonna run with this baggage? And you got boots? What's wrong with you, man? I was like, why? Everybody was laughing at me. Like,
You didn't understand.
yeah, it was like, why? And then I think it was the boss, because another cholito like, hey, okay, everybody is sleep right now, and we're gonna run in the night to crossing the border. And he was like, why are we gonna run it?
You're like, why are we running?
Yeah, and he said, hey, you're gonna run it with your luggage and your boots? And he was laughing at me like, yeah. What? How you see this vato? And I was like, what? I think he get it. Like, okay,
Like he
you
doesn't
got
know what
papers? I said, yes. I mean, papers like what? Like, he said, what you got to crossing the border? I said, well, I went to the, consul from American consul, and they give me the visa. I got my passport. They stamped the visa. I got my visa. Everybody started laughing at me like,
Like what?
man, why you jump inside the van? I said, one guy started screaming like, if we're gonna cross the border, and I said, me. And they said, jump inside the van, and I jumped. He was laughing and laughing. Okay. You need to go to the line where is the crossing border. Okay? You got visa, man. We're gonna cross by the fence and running in the night. They eran polleros. Eran polleros. The crossing, the illegal
like
people.
coyotes.
Yeah, the coyotes. And I was like, what? Are you coyote? Yeah, man. What you imagine? What you do? Like
He was like, yes. Like,
and he called the other guys, skinny guy, I remember, with his, this, they had this for the coal, and he was like a mustache. What's I said? Okay, everything they said in Spanish, but with this accent, like a cholo. I remember, I started getting so scared, and they said, okay, take this vato, take it to the line. Take it to the line, and
to the proper line.
Yeah, the proper line, and gravity stops, and if something happened to him, you're gonna pay for it. And he was like, thank you, man, thank you. Yeah, and he said, okay, and the guy got my baggage, put in the trunk, and he was laughing all the way to the line. Yeah, why are you doing it? I started explaining again. Oh, this guy said you're gonna cross the border. He was
crossing the border.
Yeah, he was laughing. Oh my vatos, we are pollero, way. And he said, well, okay. And he let me right there. What is the crossing border? The line. He said, okay, just walk and show them your visa. You're gonna be okay, man. Don't worry, you're gonna be okay. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. I was like 19 years old, like your age. I was like okay. I was like a chido. Everybody's chido here.
Everyone's happy.
Yeah, and then he said, the other side, take a van who go to I on my way to go to Santa Ana, and it's half of the way from San Diego to LA. And he said, okay, somebody go to LA? I said, no. Where you go? Santana. He said, it's half of the way. I leave you right there. I said, okay. So I was again, or now I was like, okay, you go. Put attention, man. Put attention.
Yeah, pay attention.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay. So they grabbed my stuff, they put it in the top. Okay, jump inside the van, and I was like, so when this guy he said, it's a container, water container in Santa Ana City. He said, okay, here is Santa Ana. And they grab my stuffs and they drop it like, okay, here, get out. And they said, okay, here is Santa Ana, yeah. Okay, and they just took off like, now what I do? I mean, I was looking for a taxi. Yeah, I was looking for a taxi, no people around walking in the streets, nothing. I was like,
where do I start walking?
yeah, and I was like, how I get this address? So this guy, I remember, was like a Camry or something like that, old car, red. I remember. He stopped right beside me, like looking at me like,
are you lost?
yeah, hey, acabas de cruzar. You was like, see? But then she said, okay, on the bus, where you go? She said, Santa Ana, this is the address. He just jumped out of his car, grabbed my luggage, and put it in the trunk.
What?
He didn't say nothing, just grabbed my stuff, put it in the trunk, closed the trunk. I was, this guy gonna steal my stuff. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I was like, oh my God, this guy. And he said, jump in. Oh, okay. Okay. Then I jump inside. He was telling me about the United States, how to be there. You plan to stay? I said, well, I don't know, maybe. Okay, just one thing. Be okay with the law. Don't get drunk and driving. Be okay with the law, and you're gonna be okay here. Get a job, work so hard, and you're gonna be okay. I'm talking 1980. Totally different United States like it is right now. And yeah, he said, okay, we're so close to the address. And then I remember I was I didn't trust this guy. I was like, why he's taking me there? I mean, like, I was like, maybe he's gonna take me to another place. And then he just suddenly, boom, drive inside of the house in the driveway. I was, damn, this guy
He's gonna kill me.
He's gonna rape me, man. Oh man, I was like a dude. And he knocked the klaxon. Then my cousin coming out. My cousin, mi prima was like he was like what? And this guy, hey. And then I walk outside of the car. What? ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí?
What are you doing here?
Hey, you told me in December I can come in and no problem, and here I am. He was like, oh my God. When I started telling them, all my cousins at the night when they come back from work, he started talking about what happened. Oh my God, everybody was laughing. Man, don't do that. But they were so laughing at me like.
You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, he said, you were so lucky. He told me, you were so lucky, man. Something bad can happen to you. And I was like, well, now I got something. Nothing happened. I'm here, and I got a good experience. I mean, everybody's so nice here.
Well, not now, but I bet.
Yeah, but different. Even the police, they were so nice.